Welcome you back to the Patrick Netherton Show right here on 1130 The Tiger. If we got our friend Fred LeBlanc and Cowboy Mouth playing, you know it must be something to do with New Orleans. And we're pleased to welcome in one of the co-creators of Hogs For The Cause, a cool barbecue and music festival down in the New Orleans area. He is Becker Hall. Becker, how are you, man?
I'm good. We finally got some sunny weather down here. I don't know for how long, so I'm about to head out to the Zurich golf tournament.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, we actually have a local kid playing in it who was playing well in the early goings of the tournament, Sam Burns. So if you see him with Billy Horschel, he's a Shreveport kid.
Yeah, I saw them doing some interviews yesterday.
Yeah, former LSU golfer as well. He's a good dude.
Yeah, be on the lookout.
Hey, tell me a little bit about how this came about. Now, Hogs For The Cause is a barbecue festival, a music festival. It's a charity fundraiser. Kind of walk me through how all this was created.
Yeah, it's really hard to do that on a quick penny tour, but I'll do the best I can.
There you go.
So about 12 years ago, a good buddy of mine who I grew up with, we were next door neighbors growing up and went to Jesuit High School here in New Orleans together. We had gone off to college. I went to University of South Carolina. And at the time, us Gamecocks were enduring the longest football losing streak in the country under Lou Holtz at 0-21.
Nice.
And we kind of joked around that, our fraternity got a little bit more involved in the pigskin off the field than on the field because we smoked whole hogs before every single game. And barbecue tradition is very rich in South Carolina.
Sure.
As it is in Louisiana. But, when we graduated and came back, you have boucherie and cochon de lit in Southwest Louisiana, but you really didn't have any barbecue in New Orleans at the time. So, I went to Renee, my co-founder. I was like, look, and he was writing a food blog at the time called blackenedout.com, a little double entendre on drinking and seasoning.
Right.
And, he's 25 years old. We're a little shit. We might have been younger than that. But, he had the number one website for food in New Orleans. So we had a pretty big reach. And I asked him, look, I want to do one of these South Carolina pig roasts. Let's do it up at the Fly. And he was like, all right, I'm all in. I'll cook. You bring the beer. I was like, deal. But about a month later, we heard of a guy that we actually went to Jesuit with who grew up in our neighborhood who had a child with an inoperable brain tumor called DIPG.
Mm-hmm.
And we said, you know what, let's take this opportunity, this pig roast we're doing to, let's just not make it a party, but a fundraiser. And we had one pig, which we cooked to what are now probably acceptable pork temperatures. Probably not so much back then.
Yeah.
And we were able to raise about $10,000 for the family. But and we quickly realized that we shouldn't be doing the cooking. The next year we introduced a barbecue competition. The third year it became a full-fledged festival. Now here we are in our 12th year. We have about 35 to 45,000 people that come out. We have 85 to 100 barbecue teams that sells out within an hour. And we're the leading provider of outreach services to pediatric brain cancer families in the whole country. And we've also built $2 million housing on Children's Hospital campus in New Orleans, and we're building a $2.5 million another one on Old Children's in Baton Rouge, where tons of Shreveport folks come to stay.
Yeah, well, that's incredible, Becker, and that's the thing. It's the idea of being able to merge a couple of things that you love in South Carolina whole hog cooking, which is what they like to do. And you marry that with the idea of, hey, here's a need that needs to be addressed in the charity realm. Man, that's got to be just, I would imagine, doubly satisfying for y'all to be able to put on a music festival that people can enjoy, have a barbecue competition that people can enjoy, and the good deed that goes along with it with raising money. That's got to be just a triple whammy of good feelings for y'all.
Yeah, it's exceptional for us. And, it's great for these guys, our ambassador, our teams. You have 85 teams out there raising money all year round. They have up to about 50 people on each team. And gives the guys an opportunity to tell their wives, I'm going out to grill or I'm going out to smoke something. And if they complain, they can say, hey, it's for the kids.
For charity.
So,
yeah, for the children.
Yeah. What are you going to do? You got all your charitable, organization.
Yeah.
So this one's ours.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. All right, so as it's grown, what have kind of been the unique things or maybe the challenges that you faced as you've gone from, year one smoking one pig to Now you've got 80 competitors. You've got multiple bands. It's over a couple of days. Tell me about kind of the challenges that you've faced as you've grown.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really just any kind of normal growth challenges. I mean, you want to be able to make sure you stay an authentic event that your patrons are going to love, your teams are going to love, and you just kind of keep ameliorating and really just improving the experience for both the patron and for the teams that are doing all the work and raising all the money. And that's what we concentrate on is providing that, not only great experience, but great value. We're one of the only, we're probably the cheapest big festival in New Orleans on a normal year when we're not COVID affected.
Right.
And, we just try to really outperform the ticket price for everybody, outperform and outkick our coverage on the cost for everything involved. And that's what we've been successful doing. And that's why we have been able to grow at such substantial rates.
Speaking of COVID, last year you had to cancel it because of COVID, which a lot of things had to get canceled last year and a lot of bad, tough decisions had to get made. Now you're back, but you've kind of had to change things around. The date is June 4th and 5th. For those that don't know, we're also going to let you tell us how to get tickets because I know those are going quickly and limited. But tell us kind of the changes that had to be made to this year's festival because of the COVID precautions.
Yeah, so normally we're out at outside the UNO Lakefront Arena on about 50 acres of land right there. Mm-hmm. And, we're about like I said, over 2 days, 35 to 40,000 person festival. And what's unique about our festival is people can eat the barbecue from each team.
Yeah.
And on Friday night is a bacon night and a wing night. So we have over 2 tons of bacon. And this year we're introducing.
All right. So wait, when I show up and there's 2 tons of bacon, what's everyone else going to eat?
I mean, like I just told you, we got wings.
Okay, good. Well, they can eat wings while I eat the 2 tons of bacon. That's good then. That's perfect.
There you go.
That's
for all your vegan friends, we have beer too. So there's that for them.
There you go. So you were saying you normally Friday's a big night, Saturday obviously a big day, but tell us kind of what you've had to do because of COVID.
Well, the UNO site is now a COVID testing site, so we were unable. Here we are. We work our tails off to get clearance, and Louisiana is doing a great job. With positive momentum against the virus, but we can't even do it at the spot that we typically do. So that's really difficult challenge when you have to move a sizable event like this. A lot of people think that's no big deal, just find some land, do it. But there are just so many meticulous details that go into planning a festival. You have to think about probably hundreds of different logistical challenges that go into it, ingress, egress, and how patrons can get to something like that. So we had to move it to Plaquemines Parish to Belchase, which is about 10 minutes from downtown. So it's not that much further, if further at all, from mid-city New Orleans, from UNO to Belchase. So, and then we'd have to restrict our attendance. We're approved for 11,000 people a day, which is substantially, it's a substantial reduction for us. But we went ahead and even cut that number in half to 5,000 people, just because we don't know how comfortable people are going to be out there. We want to provide, again, the best experience we can for them and make them feel, safe and have a great time. So to do that, we've had to increase our ticket price a little bit.
Speaking of tickets, I know that since you mentioned they're limited, are there still some available? And if so, how do we get our hands on them?
Yeah, there are. So the event will sell out, and it's gonna. I mean, we haven't done this for so long. You kind of. I mean, we've sold out when we were 30,000 people before. So you could really. You can gauge trajectory. The Saturday's almost sold out already. Mm-hmm. So you can go, we have 2 websites, hogsforthecause.org will tell you all about our charitable stuff that we do. And, I do encourage people to take a look at that. But if you want to go straight tickets and just festival stuff, there's hogsfest.org where you could buy your tickets now.
Yeah. And
through the lineup, all that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. We were looking at the lineup and noted some guys that we've seen perform, some guys that have certainly been a name that it's good. I'm curious the barbecue side of things. Do y'all do an actual competition, judging and all of that, or is it just, hey, we're feeding the masses as they come out?
No, it's very serious judging. It's the same group that judges Memphis in May, judges Hogs for the Cause. It's just that we're non-sanctioned. That's the only difference. So it is some very serious judging. Mm-hmm. You will go in there, if you've never judged a barbecue event, you will come out of there pretty well seasoned, because not only are you judging, we educate the hell out of you.
Yeah.
So we don't want anybody in there that's going to skew results. So, a lot of the judging process is educating you on what good barbecue is and how to judge good barbecue.
Yeah, it's funny, I'm a certified judge with KCBS, and so I've done a lot of the festivals, and I've done some of the ones around here. And typically, we have some various competitions in Shreveport, and half of what I do when I go to those competitions to judge is teach the other judges what to be looking for. Because a lot of them are just people that like barbecue or whatever. They're not necessarily certified and haven't gone through the education. So half of the stuff I do, and that honestly is some of the fun, is teaching people what good barbecue really is.
It is. And, if you've judged a lot of competitions, you also know that it's pretty easy to decipher good from bad, in your initial tasting. The one thing about barbecue is every single team out there thinks theirs the best, but that's just clearly not the case.
Right.
And it's interesting. But we have really different competitions. So, while we have whole hog, ribs, and butt, we have a category called pork pourri, which is taken off. And pork pourri is anything goes pork.
Yeah.
So, we have some of these Beard Award-winning chefs from all around the country competing on teams. So you get some really unique dishes out there.
Yeah, I love the wild card stuff. You always get some of the most interesting things when you let these guys get creative. And it's not just, hey, put us a pile of pulled pork, or throw us some ribs in a box. It's it can be very creative. All right, so hogsfest.org is how you get tickets. Hogsforthecause.org also explains a lot of the charitable aspect. You mentioned sort of moving forward, you've got plans to build another place in Baton Rouge. Kind of tell us where you want to go when you obviously get through the COVID protocols, you get back to your normal 30, 40, 50,000 type people. What's kind of on the horizon for you guys? What is your next big thing you want to tackle?
Yeah, I mean, we have major projects around the country. So, this is our, the one in Baton Rouge is probably the most Louisiana-focused one right now. And, we're actively, we made this decision pre-COVID. So the dollar is pretty much halted completely. And we're still on the hook to raise that, close to $3 million for this opportunity. And we've been lucky to partner with Big Green Egg and Yeti. And basically, I encourage people, if they're interested in winning Big Green Eggs just for doing some fundraising, go to hogsforthecause.org. You can sign up on our Baton Rouge platform, and, you raise certain amounts of money, and we're going to send you rewards for that. So, that Hogs House in Baton Rouge is a big deal for us. We have a $750,000 give that we do in Atlanta. We have another similar one in Charleston, South Carolina. So the brand is out there and doing a lot of powerful things in hospitals. Primarily we give direct financial grants to families, and we do that in all 50 states. So, you can imagine with COVID, it's been detrimental, but cancer doesn't sleep. So, if you're not able to make the event, I do encourage you to donate.
Yeah, absolutely. Hogsforthecause.org if you would like to donate. Look, tell the crew that they need to probably prepare an extra ton of bacon, because I think I'm on my way down there in June 4th and 5th. So let them know they probably need to throw some extra bacon on when I show up, because I eat big when I get down there.
Yeah, not only that, I mean, in the past 5 years, that night was sponsored by Newski's. So that's really thick cut bacon too.
Oh, beautiful.
They're out for this year, and I'm sure they'll be back next year. But it's a fun time.
No, absolutely.
Wow. Friday's and I will put this out there. Friday's a little bit wilder than Saturday. Saturday's kind of the family day, but Friday's kind of the get a babysitter and come out and have a good time.
Right. Well, I mean, look, it's barbecue, it's alcohol, it's music, and it's for a good cause. I mean, I don't know what greater, and I don't even drink, but I'll drink my weight in barbecue. How about that? I'll make up for my lack of alcohol consumption with barbecue consumption. But dude, it sounds like an amazing event. It really does sound fantastic. I'm glad to see how much growth you've had. This is fabulous, and I definitely look forward. I'm definitely coming down, man. I'm looking forward to it, and absolutely great cause that y'all are raising money for, and such a great thing that you're doing. And I look forward to seeing y'all down there, man.
Yeah, if you want to do some judging, we'll get you hooked up.
Beautiful,
so,
beautiful. You don't have to ask me twice. I will put the judging hat on, no doubt about it. Again, hogsfest.org or hogsforthecause.org. If you want to donate, we highly encourage it. Becker, thank you so much for your time, man. I know you're busy getting this thing set up and ready to go, and best of luck with the event.
Yeah, thanks so much. Thanks for having me.
All right, Becker Hall, Hogs for the Cause. Again, you can raise money for them or donate money, or you can also raise money for them. As he mentioned, they'll give away rewards if you want to sign up and become a fundraiser for them. They will give things away. Hogsforthecause.org or hogsfest.org if you want to buy tickets or you want to learn how to donate. June 4th and 5th down in Belle Chase, Louisiana.